You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Hey, what's going on? This is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson. I don't really have a lot of time today because I got to get ready to get out of the office and get to judo practice. But I need some, I don't know what's going on with this thing here. I need some help on this. I was at practice the other night and I was having a conversation with some potential students and a parent about sports. And the kids played football. And they told me that first of all, they played football at one of the best football schools in the area. A school that they've had like a 15, 20-year winning streak. And the parent told me that the kids, I said, did they play football? He said, well, they quit football. I said, why did they quit football? He said, well, they quit football because the coach told them that they weren't going to play. I said, okay. I said, so why did they quit football? He said, well, there's no reason to be on the team if you're not going to play. Ladies and gentlemen, I've watched this in lacrosse because I was coaching lacrosse. I'm listening to this today. I heard it yesterday. I do not understand why people quit because they're not playing. Do you know how often I rode the pine? Listen, you might ride the pine. For people who don't play sports, riding the pine means you're sitting the bench. You might sit the bench for 2-3 years. So what are you supposed to do? Because you're sitting the bench, you quit the team? Have you lost your mind? If you're a parent and you let your kids quit the team because they're not playing, I ain't gonna call you no name. I'm in therapy, so I'm not gonna call you no name. I'm not gonna call you a name. I'm gonna tell you need to rethink your position. How about that? You need to rethink your position. You need to rethink your position. You can't just let your kids quit because they're not playing. Are you serious? You're on the team. Like you're on the team. If you don't have people on the team, on the practice squad, you don't have a team. Like, what makes you think that just because you're not starting or you're not playing that you should quit? Well, how the hell are you gonna get better? I watch kids in the dojo, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. They're having an emotional breakdown because they can't get Ouchigari right on the first time. I said, young man, young woman, I said, I've been doing Ouchigari for years, and my Ouchigari is still horrible. I said, what are you talking? These children think that they can come out here on day one and be professional and be like Michael Jordan. It doesn't work like that. It is because they're inundated with, oh, you're smart, oh, you're great, oh, you're fast, oh, you're excellent, instead of you work hard. They end up having a fixed mindset and not a growth mindset. I think Carol Dweck talks about this. I believe that's the book. I get the authors Angela Duckworth and Carol Dweck mixed up. The one that wrote Grit and the one that wrote The Growth Mindset. I get them mixed up. But these people, they just believe that they're supposed to be amazing on day one. And if they're not amazing, then they quit. I have to get ready to get out of here because I got to go. But somebody please explain to me this phenomenon that's going on where you just believe if things aren't working out, oh, Jesus, don't let me preach this here. If things aren't working out good for you at the moment, you just feel like you could just, you're weak. You don't have no staying power. Man, you got to ride the bench 1 year, 2 years, 3. You might. Barry Sanders, how about that? Barry Sanders in high school did not play until his senior year and then got a scholarship, I think, to Oklahoma State. was at Oklahoma State and sat the bench behind Thurman Thomas and did not play. Played 1 year, went to the league. Sat the bench. Sat the bench and liked it. He sat the bench. Sat the bench. Didn't crack the starting lineup, didn't touch the field. Like you might sit the bench. There's one wrestler who went to the Olympics, my man Joe Williams, who went to the Olympics in 2004. They used to call Joe Backman because he used to get beat all the time when he was younger. Beat. Mollywopped. Didn't quit. I don't know what's up with you parents letting your children quit, but it's like this. Once a task is once begun, never leave it till it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Do not allow your kids to quit. If they start the season, you let them finish the season. When the season is finished, they don't gotta come back. But letting people stop and quit midstream and mid-season because they're not happy with how things are going, you're producing bad fruit. And I'm telling you, you are. Stop doing it. There is no quitting. You hang in there until the end, and then when the end comes, you can leave. Cheese on bread. You all have a super fantastic day. I need to go get me some coffee and get on the road and get to practice. I love you, but God love you best. Stop quitting everything.